And hello everyone, I'm Relic Jones and welcome to my review of Psychonauts 2.
Oh, there's After Effects too?
So I have definitely went in 100% of the game. I've got all the figments, I went through all that pain, so I think I'm qualified for reviewing Psychonauts. So let's dive in. First and foremost, you can see from the game, it is absolutely gorgeous. The visuals are absolutely amazing. You can see the texture of Raz's helmet that is made out of leather, and the art styles did not suffer for getting that up res. It was really nice. There's also amazing transitions that really help play into this idea of being a psychic in someone's mind. There's one where you step into a refrigerator into like an outdoor segment. That was amazing. And I don't know how they pulled off those visuals. One of the downsides I can say is there is some load times. Maybe if you're playing on the levitation ball going too fast for the game expected, it will stop and load. There's also, say, some load cutscenes that seem to be extremely long. I remember when craze was to say, hey, load screens in the game, and they found ways to pad that out. But this one does have load screens and shows like cute animals and stuff. They did make the combat so much better. Talk about this. The combat is so much better because there's a diverse amount of bad guys who fight, and there's a diverse way to handle them in combat. And that's definitely something that has increased in this game, is a focus on combat. I believe world design, so the mines that you jump into, are so much better. And evidence of that is when I went through a normal run of a mine, I got over 50% of the figments. So the game design was a lot more tighter and just fun to play, and there's a lot of diverse things to go through there. Probably the best thing is that the story is rock solid. It establishes a mystery, and where there was things where I thought they might have forgot to dealt with, they actually handle at the last second, so there's like surprise twists at the end that are pretty good. And it's just a rock solid conclusion to the first game, which is the main reason why we have the second game in the first place. Now let's go into some negatives. They took away some of Raz's powers. I don't know if Rhombus of Ruin explains it. I have never played Rhombus of Ruin. They take away a couple of his powers, and it's odd. They also nerfed levitation. Levitation in the first game made you so much mobility and gave you a better sense of combat because you could fight on it. Now you can't fight on levitation. You can't go as fast, and you don't fly as far. Some of it was replaced by new abilities, but it's just strange that they nerfed levitation. If you've seen this channel, you probably also know that there is glitches. I have about 3 of them so far. Maybe I'll find some more. These glitches aren't game breaking. Only one of them made me have to restart my system to go back to where I was, but I didn't lose much. There is crashing, very similar to the game Control if you played it, where the system just says bye and then puts you to the main screen, which I find strange. But nothing was majorly broken about that. It didn't take me that far back, which is nice, but I wish they would have fixed that. Now this is the only major spoiler we're going to talk about. I told you 100%ed it, all the figments. There is no 100% rewards. There's no little cool cutscene because you beat the game because you got 100%. That's disappointing because the first game did that, and possibly alludes, to me at least, that we're not done in this game. You do go beyond level 100 in your ranking. Makes me think we're possibly getting DLC down the line. In my next video, we'll talk about that and a little bit of the spoilers, but this was Relic Jones for an attempt at a spoiler-free review. My last thoughts is, it's a great game. It's a worthy successor to the first one. Does it live up to all of the parts of the first one? I don't know. It's hard to live up to stuff like the Milkman Conspiracy and Lungfishopolis. I don't think any of them became spiritual successors to that. But this game has definitely improved graphically and in combat, and tried to fix parts of the platforming in the first game that I don't think needed to be fixed. But it's better than not having a sequel to Psychonauts, and we better see a third game or some DLC before 10 years are up. This is, let me just be honest, we've seen a lot of people try to cut into the platform collectathon recently. This far outshines stuff like Ukulele, Hat far succeeds games like Ukulele and A Hat in Time. It's extremely more polished, and it would be a shame if this does not become like Xbox's version of Mario, where we're trying to get one at least every 5. Kind of getting off topic, but that was my review of Psychonauts 2.